What is going on, guys? Welcome to this video conversation. My name is Brando Linick, and it's a pleasure if we have not yet met before. I'm excited to be sharing with you some insight and some ideas. This is something you're going to want to pay close attention to because this stuff does work. It can work for you if you are consistent at it, all right? And I only want to say consistent because if you just test out some of these ideas I'm going to share with you on how to actually get more traffic to your WordPress blog, then you're not going to be able to get results. It's not going to work for you effectively. At least test and try this consistently out for 90 days. These are not the absolute ways you have to, travel down the road and, take and apply this information, but they're just from my personal experience of what I found to work. Because I don't know if you can relate to having a blog out in the middle of nowhere, nobody's coming and visiting it, you're posting content, and nobody is coming to your site. I mean, I've seen so many people who have blogs, they make it the best looking blog, they have the best content on there, but they fail to learn any real marketing skills, therefore they make tiny checks, or they don't even make any money off of their content, and not even make money, they don't even have anyone on their content but themselves, and maybe a couple friends and family that check it out every now and then because they feel bad for them, alright? I've been in that same position if you can relate to me, if you hear me out here. So that said, how to avoid that gap? Obviously, there's two ways to do this, paid marketing and free marketing. Paid marketing, pretty straightforward. I would encourage doing Facebook PPC or YouTube, alright? Those two things together, combined, or doing one or the other, it's really going to power your growth when it comes to getting traffic to your WordPress blog. But if you don't have a budget, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about some free methods of marketing, and you got to keep in mind with free, like I said, you need to be consistent and give it at least 90 days to start seeing more results in your blog, getting more people engaging on your content, more comments coming through, more shares, more likes, alright? So that said, the best tip I'll give you when it comes to increasing traffic with your blog, alright, is start doing articles, alright, and then when you write up an article, make sure obviously your blog is specific to a niche. So you don't want to talk about chocolates one day, exercising the next day, and then you want to talk about video games, and then you want to talk about shooting and hunting. You don't want to be like a Facebook status and a Twitter feed, alright? You want to keep it specific on one subject all the time. So if you're about health and wellness, about losing weight, exercising, working out, yoga, that is what you want to talk about, nothing else, okay? That way you can attract that audience to you. Now, how you can do this is when you write up, let's say, how to meditate and do yoga 60 minutes a day to free up your life and have less stress. Let's say that's the title and the subject line of your blog post, and then you write 1,000 words, all right, which is ideal. You want to write about 1,000 words in your blog post. Now, once you have that blog post, nobody's coming to it. You have no one there. So what can you do? Well, expand a little bit. Post a video on YouTube explaining a little bit more detail of your content, all right, and then link in the description to your blog, all right, coming back to your blog. That's going to drive traffic from YouTube for people who look up, about yoga and meditation and having less stress. There will be people who come from YouTube to your blog, all right, depending on, how many searches that gets, but you will get traffic from YouTube. It's inevitable. You will get it. Even if it's like a visitor a year, you will get traffic doing it. Another approach that's a little bit more controllable is you can actually go to social media and you can engage on other people's content. Now, a lot of people screw this up, and what they do is they spam people. I've seen it so many times out there on the internet. I know you guys have too, where it's like you go on content or even on your own content and you just updated a status or you just posted something, and the second you updated it, somebody already has their link to their blog on your site, on your content, and it's a blog that's not even related to the content. It's like you posted a picture of yourself working out or yourself getting an energy drink, and this link that this person just spammed on your content links to how to run a marathon hovering or doing some crazy backflip in the air and skydive with your eyes closed, or some crazy crap, some program, some system that's not even related to anything that you're talking about. And it's something a lot of people mess up when you talk about engaging on other people's content to actually drive more traffic to your blog. And what do I mean by this is once you have a niche, all right, go to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and search up tags, search up keywords and phrases, and search up things like, so let's say if you're in the health and wellness niche, like we said, we're talking about yoga, meditation, and having less stress, then you'd be having to talk to your audience, which would be people who are into yoga, being physically fit, active, people who've bought from certain clothing brands before, maybe Lululemon, maybe activewear, all right, people who have been into meditation as well, all right, healing herbs. That would be the audience you talk to. So when you're going through tags, you have so many different keywords that you can search, and when you search up those keywords, there's going to be content of other people who have posted pictures, who have posted statuses and updates on that specific thing, all right? Those are people in your target market. What you can do is not do what everyone else does, which is just spam their content. What you can do is elevate yourself and engage on their content as if you were a long-lost friend. Ask them how they liked the experience of that herb or of that meditation, what really works for them, how long have they been doing it, what was their experience when they first tried it out, what has their experience been lately, what was the difference between then and now, all right? Ask them and just, find a need that they have. Ask them if they had any problems with something, and if they did, well, then you can direct them to your blog. Hey, do you want to learn some tips on how to have less stress and struggle and meditate and do yoga at the same time? Well, yeah, I'd love to learn that. Okay, check out my site. I just made a blog post for you. It's blah, 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 blah at blank.com. Okay, I'll check it out. Let me know your feedback after. I'd love to hear it. And also leave me a comment. There you go. You have traffic coming to your site. A little bit more controllable. These conversations can take like 5 minutes tops, but it does work. All right, guys. So there's a little bit for both of you watching this video, those of you who have a budget and those of you who don't really have a budget. And like I said, free methods of marketing, they only work if you're consistent. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to call it a wrap here because I don't want to get in too much depth, but I hope you got value out of this video. And before I end out this conversation, I just want to share with you something, all right, if you hear me out here. And this isn't for everyone, but if you'd like to learn, the ins and outs of how to actually build an income in business, blogging online, how to attract an endless amount of people to you and what you have to offer, how I've been able to, since 2014, create a full-time income business, blogging, working part-time. If you want to learn how you can do this too, connect with me on my site. If you're coachable, you're trainable, willing to learn some things, it's 123marketingtips.com. The link will be in the description below, and I will see you guys on the beaches of the world and hopefully at the top. Take care.